Another afternoon affair in Oakland today. They played yesterday afternoon because they wanted to get the game in for the before the rains came there in Oakland, and another very low attended game. The A's have drawn a combined 5,000 fans the last two nights. I mean, 2,700 last night, a little over 3,000 the day before. Just embarrassing. So, yeah, I think we got more people that are watching this show. I know we got more people that are watching this show than they're going to have in the stands there today in Oakland. But it's Tyler Wells going for Baltimore, Paul Blackburn going for the A's. 120 is the price here for the home team, the A's, and the total here very, very low at 7. Um, I really like the A's in this situation. Like I mentioned earlier, I felt bad for Jeff. I thought Jeff probably had the right side yesterday with one of the A's pitchers who was very young that they were banking on. They lose by an unearned run. So I think it's a great bounce back spot for the A's because in Blackburn, you're getting another one of those guys, one of those young farmhands with the A's that they really like quite a bit. And when you look at Blackburn, he's 1-0. He's had two very good starts, both on the road at Tampa Bay and at Toronto. This guy has 10 strikeouts thus far and only one walk in his two starts. And then this is also a play against the Orioles because, let's play against the Orioles as much as we possibly can. But Wells has never gone more than 4 innings at all. This guy is not a strikeout pitcher at all. This guy's been a career short reliever. Again, he's 27 years old, but he's only had one season in the big leagues. And when you see that, that just tells you this guy's a journeyman. If it was with another team, he probably would have been released or out of baseball. But Baltimore is so starved for pitching right now. They're keeping this guy and they're going to throw him out here. I think this is a great spot for the A's. I'm going to lay 120 with the A's. Jeff, some thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm going to add this to my card. I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go back to the well with the A's again. I don't. Obviously, it's concerning because it's me right now, and I don't want to mush anything. But I agree with you, man. I mean, Blackburn's been solid. That being said, I mean, Blackburn's not been great either as a major league pitcher, but particularly this year, he seemingly found something. As you said, pitched well against Toronto, pitched well against Tampa. I think he's only given up one run over 10 innings. Been solid. And Wells is a guy that, as you alluded to, you're going to see a lot of the bullpen today for the Baltimore Orioles. That is not a good potion to win, I feel like, today. Look, they got a great start out of Lyles yesterday. I'll bank on the fact that they just don't win 2 games in a row. They may not win 2 games in a row all season, quite frankly. I'm sure they will, but it's not going to be easy. Wells is a big kid, 6'8", 255. He should have played football instead of baseball. But, yeah, I'm going to rock with you here. I agree with this. I think the A's kind of get out of that slump that they had yesterday. Might be time for a move to Las Vegas as well. Oakland doesn't seem like the play anymore in baseball. I agree. I'm going to add 120 to my card for Oakland.
Yeah, great price there on the home team with the A's against the lowly Orioles. We'll see if we get it done. BaseWinner, you on our train?
No, but before I get to it, I wanted to ask you. You grew up in Sacramento, so are you an A's fan or are you a Giants fan, TC, or something else?
I was neither one of those fans, actually. I spent a lot of time at both of those ballparks, but I've always been a diehard Cubs fan. I'm a traditionalist. I've always liked the Cubs. My trek out to Wrigley Field again. But I saw a lot of A's games, especially back in their heyday, Billy Ball and everything even before that. With those great A's teams in the 70s, Giants. I'll tell you what, man, I love going, to see the Giants at their new park. It's torture going to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum or whatever, the Ring Central Coliseum they're calling out. I mean, that's just, it's hard, it's brutal. And again, yeah, a lot of people believe that the A's are coming to Vegas. They've had like 9 meetings, the ownership group with people here in Las Vegas. The Libby Schaaf, the mayor there, she's just been ballistic. She just insulted our whole city here in Las Vegas last week that kind of went viral. So, yeah, I think that's probably the main reason that people aren't showing up because they are so fed up with this whole situation. They believe that the A's are on their way out of town.
Yeah, I mean, can you blame the A's for wanting to leave when there's 3,000 people at these games? I mean, that's pretty sad, actually. But speaking of sad, Blackburn's numbers last year were really not very good. If you look at his 11 starts, and this kind of goes from June of last year, mid-June, he had 11 starts and expected strikeout percentage 14%, which is a 4 percentile. Hard hit per nine 16.2. And then his balls divided by pitches, 38%, which puts him in the 21st percentile. So long story short, he was the 133rd pitcher out of 133. So I got him in there kind of as at that number. In the model, I have him at 144th pitcher out of 150. So maybe I give him a tick of hope. But one thing that does support your case, I do agree, he has had a good start so far. His regular ERA 1.8, his base winner ERA 2.91. So maybe there's something there. Maybe it's something to keep an eye on to see if he's going to turn it around. But based on those 11 starts from last year, I just can't get too excited about him, and that's pretty much the main reason. I can't really get too excited about Oakland's offense either, and I have them equally putrid, Baltimore, Oakland offense, right. And then the bullpens are lousy too. So like for me, it's like, okay, well, are you going to take a look at these 2 starts and like has this pitcher changed everything? Well, I don't know. I just don't think it's enough of a body of work yeah. I just don't think it is.
But now tell us how Tyler Wells didn't even start a game last year. He was just
right.
No, I don't. Particular, I'll tell you how I have this game priced. I've got it at -103 for Baltimore. So like I'm not like gonna go out and jump on the Orioles, especially with a lack of data for Wells. I don't like their offense. I don't like their bullpen. But I think just on the starting pitcher, I think it's a little too early to get excited about Blackburn. If you look at the Stuff Plus metrics that Saris collects over there, it's a 24 percentile in the Stuff Plus. So I think that there probably was a little bit of luck there in when he accruing those 10 strikeouts. But that's just kind of looking at a larger body of work.
Well, I think you're looking at solely, like you said, Mark, you're looking solely at last year. I'm handicapping Blackburn for
not necessarily. I mean, but if you look at his Stuff Plus,
he's a different pitcher this year. I mean, you can't go by 11 starts last year. And again, this is a play against
I think you can. I think I'd rather go off 11 starts last year than 2 starts this year. And also, like the Stuff Plus thing,
he's a different pitcher.
He's a different pitcher, but he's a 24% Stuff Plus. So like how different is that? So I guess we'll see. I mean, I guess that's why we play the game. I want you guys to win. I want you guys to win.
Get rid of it. Doesn't apply to today's game. Doesn't apply.
Okay.
And I will say one thing, just to throw this out there to the listeners. In 12 games this year for Baltimore, 11-0-1 to the under.
That's true. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Now, a lot of that has to do with a putrid, terrible offense. But yeah, Mark, I guarantee I could have put my whole. That would have been a game out of 1. Mark Borchardt not agreeing with you and I guarantee. I knew that was going to happen.
Well, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. That's good. I think it's good that we have different discussion and we look at games from a different angle. I think it's great that we have debate on this show. Personally.
And here's another stat that I think I brought up yesterday or the day before. The Orioles are good in day games too. They're much better in day games. I think they're 1-5 in night games. So hey, if you like the Orioles, maybe another day game. But hey, getaway day today. I think the A's bounce back in front of the 28 people that'll be there. There'll be more hot dog vendors there than stands, and that's terrible. That's terrible.
I mean, they got to be losing money at the gate. It's got to cost them more money to run the stadium than it is what they're taking in from everything.
True. Hey, maybe today, they get 4,000. Who knows? We'll see what happens there. But awful stadium. We'll see what happens today. Lock me in anyway. And Jeff, we're both going to be with the Oakland A's today. Good price at home at -120.